when you're maintaining material shit, you can't maintain yourself because you only have a certain amount of time in the day. So instead of focusing on the exterior, you're focused on the interior and you develop self. Why have a Lamborghini when you can be a fucking walking Lamborghini? That to me is the ultimate flex. Anybody can go out there and get a lease for a $2,000 a month, Lamborghini, Ferrari, whatever you want. But not every motherfucker can wake up, touch their toes, stretch, do some abs, drink some fresh spring water. I'm free today. And once people start shifting their paradigm and their worldview, business becomes fun. Relationships become fun because you're not chasing the motherfucker that made $1 million. Well, I gotta go make $1 million. No, it's you. You don't compete. You become and then you create. My idea of wealth, and this comes when you have the ability to sustain yourself in a basic form, is to me, the wealthiest person in the world is the person that wakes up with the least pressure on their chest. Every single morning, right? The wealthiest person is the one that wakes up and is like, it's good to be alive. Let's take the day on. Let's do this. I got it. Boom. And you excel and you pursue your passions and your fullest potential. To me, that is wealth. Now you can have a guy that's worth $100 million, $1 billion that wakes up and he's bedridden with cancer. Is he truly wealthy? No, because he can't do what entails wealth, which is what? The ability to do whatever the fuck you want, whenever you want, however you want. Freedom, abundance. And you can't have abundance if you're missing certain aspects in your life. So people look at all these celebrities that have a lot of followers, wearing a lot of bling, smiling and posing for the photos, but they're not with them in private in their bedrooms. They're not with them when they're signing those contracts. They're not with them when they open up those bank accounts and see that they owe a fuck ton of money to the IRS because nobody taught them how to pay taxes, right? So you worship these people, but then you realize that they're no different than you. Mm-hmm. And in fact, some of them are even worse than you. They're dumber, stupider than you are. They shouldn't even be where they are, but they're so easy to control that why wouldn't you put them there? So I think there's a good argument and a good case, circling back to your initial comment of worldview. And I think that if your worldview is all about me, then you're going to create a lifestyle where you don't give a fuck about anybody else. But if you have a life of servitude and servanthood and caring for other people and building things that transcend this physical realm, this 3D world that we live in, you could live a life of purpose. And it's in that purpose where you find the ability to every morning. And I think that that's the beauty, because you've made money, I've made money. And eventually it's like, okay, how much more do I need? Okay, perfect. I need more money. Why? To buy a bigger house, to buy a nicer car, to buy another Rolex, to buy another pair of shoes. It's all the same shit. And that's when it hit me. I was like, I'm just buying, like, bro, like Rolex, like just dumb shit. And in this case, they're investments, so it's not really a big deal. But like, I can show you my closet. There's shoes I'm like, I've never even worn this. What the fuck is in my head? And it's like, it's not that I'm thinking, I'm programmed. I'm programmed to spend because my success, right, as I'm programmed, is found in what I have and not in who I am. So once that hit me, I'm like, well, what the fuck? I'm not buying shit. And now I'm in the process of, if I don't touch something for 90 days, I get rid of it. That is my rule. If I have something in my house that I don't interact with in a valuable way for 90 days, I don't care if it's a shirt, hat, whatever it may be, a camera, a computer. If I don't use it for 90 days, gone, out of my house. Because all this clutter does what? Clutters the mind. Mm-hmm. If you have fucking 4 Lamborghinis in the garage, and people are like, who the fuck has 4 Lamborghinis? Let me show you. Let's say you got 3 cars in the garage, nice exotic one, a regular daily, and let's say you got a supercar. Do you understand the amount of headaches, calls, maintenance, time associated with all those tasks? All that, to me, not for everybody, because for some people, their passions, and I'm just using cars as an example. You can talk about anything. It can be your physique. It can be your relationships. It can be your house. It can be your business. It can be anything that controls your time and controls your attention. So imagine a fucking piece of metal that's sexy and is nice, controls how you live your life. When you get the oil change, oh, well, now this problem, now this phone call, now this. And people will be like, oh, well, I'll get an assistant. I'll do this, all that stuff. But all the rich people that I know, bro, they're in their garage out here. Well, let me scrape this paint. Like, oh, the paint's scraped. Oh, let me get the cleaner. Let me call this. It's like fucking maintenance 24/7. And the problem with 24/7 maintenance is that when you're maintaining material shit, you can't maintain yourself because you only have a certain amount of time in the day. So instead of focusing on the exterior, you're focused on the interior and you develop self. Why have a Lamborghini when you can be a fucking walking Lamborghini? That to me is the ultimate flex.
That's true
Anybody can
wealth.
go out there and get a lease for a $2,000 a month, Lamborghini, Ferrari, whatever you want. But not every motherfucker can wake up, touch their toes, stretch, do some abs, drink some fresh spring water. I'm free today. That to me is true wealth. And once people start shifting their paradigm and their worldview, business becomes fun. Relationships become fun because you're not chasing.
Yeah.
You're not chasing the motherfucker that made $1 million. Well, I got to go make $1 million. No, it's you. You don't compete. You become and then you create. So you're
The
not
universe
competing
is
against
so
anyone.
funny that way because the universe almost rewards you. It's like, you know, whenever you're chasing a girl, let's say, chances are she's gonna be icked by that. She's gonna not like that, right? Whereas if you're just focused on yourself and attract things, they're more likely to come to you. It's like an irony of the universe, which is really interesting.
You know what people haven't done, bro? Is people don't study words. They don't study what they say. There's power in words. So when you look at the word chase, right? What do you chase? You chase things that are running from you. You don't chase things that are coming. So people out here saying, I'm chasing paper, I'm going to go chase these girls. Yeah, because they're not attracted to you.
Right.